The McDonald's toy is a cornerstone element to lifelong fast food addiction. And so today we're going back to that childhood place and exploring Happy Meal toys. Happy Meal toys, along with many other kids' meal fast food toys, are for many of us the reason that we developed such a fondness for food at such a young age. Did I actually like McDonald's that much as a kid? I don't think so. But I loved that a Happy Meal came with a free toy. They hooked me right in. Shrek, Mr. Incredible, Indiana Jones, absolute classic Happy Meal toys. Now as an adult, I'm not looking for that free toy anymore. But I am chasing that high that was the rush of happiness I would get as a kid opening one of those toys back then. But my simple brain has taught me that I should seek that high in the food I was eating at that time, which is just about the worst possible thing I could be eating. And this is a behavior I adopted for years, unfortunately. In fact, I love fast food so much that I started an entire show and segment all about it on this channel, back when I unboxed the McRib. However, recently I've made a change in my life and I've cut fast food out completely, except for a few recent videos. But now that I've made videos about fast food, I simply cannot stop. The content machine demands that you never stop, and you always do the same thing, every time. Which of course made this the perfect time for me as an adult to get back into Happy Meal toys. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 just came out earlier this summer, and if you ask me, it is still the best movie of the year. It lived up to all of my expectations, and I'm still riding high from my 5 in-theater viewings of this movie. And so naturally, earlier this summer, I was thrilled to learn that McDonald's would be rolling out a line of toys that was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 bobblehead.
So bust a move to McDonald's for one of 8 toys in your Happy Meal.
I mean, look at these. They're so fun. I especially like the Cosmo toy. Look at how handsome. Her tail wags. Like, are you for real? And of course, I also could have been completely happy with serious face Groot, or well-groomed Star-Lord, or of course Rocket. Rocket is my special boy. In fact, the only one of these that I actively did not want was Drax. And it's not that I don't like Drax, although he is nowhere near my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy character. But this doesn't look like him. In fact, none of these toys actually look like the actor who plays the character, but this toy doesn't even look like the same kind of thing that Dave Bautista is. Like, this looks like a big gray baby, and I hate it. I don't want this. It doesn't remind me of the movie. It doesn't remind me of Guardians of the Galaxy at all. And if I didn't know what it was from, I wouldn't peg that it was Drax. No one pegs Drax. In addition to my hiatus from fast food, in recent months, I've also started a movement to declutter my apartment. My wife Brittany and I love tchotchkes. We love trinkets. We love little knickknacks. And we got them all over the place here. But the problem is we live in a 1-bedroom. And if it's junk, we want it. But we have a lot of stuff. So I've taken to the Marie Kondo route, and I'm getting rid of things that do not bring me joy because I want to bring in brand new knickknacks. I've talked about this in a lot of my content, which is why I thought it would be funny to release this TikTok right as this toy promotion started.
I've really been working on self-improvement recently. I've completely stopped eating fast food. I'm really working on decluttering my house to live a minimalist lifestyle. Nothing's really gonna shake me from either of these goals.
Hello, welcome to Cosmo.
Thanks a bunch. Hey man, thanks. Thanks a lot. There need to be more dining experiences where when the guy hands you what you're having, he goes, here's your coffee, here's your toy. Oh, I knew it was gonna be Drax. Look at him go. I mean, like, it could have been Cosmo though, that would have been dope, but he's handsome though.
And now to be clear, I did not buy a Happy Meal. Just thought it would be funny if I said I was going to. Because typically McDonald's will allow you to just buy a Happy Meal toy with no food included. Just the toy for the low price of $2 to $3 depending on where you go. And so that was all this was meant to be. Just a stupid little TikTok or YouTube short to post up during my Guardians of the Galaxy hype era. We all had one this year. Mine was really long. But then the following day, my wife and I were out on our way home, driving past a McDonald's and thought, oh, what the hell? What are the odds that we get another Drax? Drax. Now keep in mind, this was a completely different McDonald's in a completely different town, and we love this movie so much, especially Cosmo. The siren call of the Cosmo toy was calling to us. I mean, look at this Cosmo toy, guys. It wags its tail. And so after a brief discussion, we caved and we pulled into the McDonald's drive-thru, ready for any toy but Drax. Now, one thing about my wife, Brittany, is that she is efficient. She'll find the best way to get things done, and I love this about her. And she'll be direct about it, and so of course this extends to getting the right McDonald's toy. And so this is where she introduced me to a method I wish I would have known as a 5-year-old kid, stuck with 5 mouse compasses from the Hugh Jackman film Flushed Away. They just kept giving these to me. Ask the McDonald's employee which toy they have before you buy it. Now, of course, we forgot to ask before we actually paid, so we had to ask after. And this method did, in fact, come back to bite us.
Round 2.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. You from out today?
Yes, I am. I'll ask them which ones they have.
Well, we just don't want Drax.
Right.
Just tell them no Drax.
What do you do?
Do you by chance know which toy is in here?
Yeah, hold on.
Thank you. It's this one?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Do you want it back?
We got Drax, and then we got Drax. This isn't over.
As you can see, when you ask a McDonald's employee which toy they have, sometimes you run the risk of them just handing you whatever is in their hand in order to get rid of it. And sometimes whatever is in their hand is Drax. And now, of course, at this point, I've set out on a quest. After 2 attempts, I somehow wound up with 3 Draxes and no other Guardians. And I wasn't about to take this lying down. I'm many things, but I am not a quitter. Every day, I would pull up to McDonald's in the morning, use the app to get myself a $1 large iced coffee, and then I would ask to add a toy onto there in hopes of finally receiving Cosmo. And the next attempt may not have been the exact outcome that I wanted, but it was a significant improvement. Brittany and I headed to another McDonald's, this time in a 3rd different town. We figured it was completely possible for all of the McDonald's in our hometown to have gotten a toy delivery from the same exact truck, and therefore they would be giving out the same exact toy. Just a theory. We decided to put this theory to the test.
Attempt number 3.
Hi, may I help you?
Hey, how are you? And can I have just the Happy Meal toy also? Thanks a lot.
Happy Meal toy.
Thank you so much.
It's not Drax.
It's not Drax.
All right, day 3, we got someone else. And honestly, I know I've been saying Cosmo. Rocket's my favorite character, though.
They took a lot of liberties with the art on these characters.
Today's a victory, but the search for Cosmo continues.
And as I said in this video, Rocket is easily my favorite Guardian.
I love Rocket like he's, my son.
And my second favorite MCU character, behind only Spider-Man, who the #1 spot will always be reserved for.
Hi, Spider-Man.
And look at this Rocket toy. He may not look exactly like Rocket from the movies, but he does look a lot like the art from the comics. This toy looks exactly the same as that, or at least I think it does, and that's pretty cool. But perhaps the most exciting thing to come out of this chapter was the reaction to this installment on TikTok. People were once again really excited to lend out words of encouragement and advice. Of course, then there are the naysayers who roll in, the people who say that every McDonald's has every single toy, and if you just ask, they'll give you whichever one you want. And to this I say, first off, I can confirm from this experience, all McDonald's employees want is for you to get through the drive-thru as quickly as possible. And I can understand that, and I don't blame them. I'm not about to make their day harder by being the grown man in the drive-thru who's like, can I have a different toy, please? But once they've presented you with the likely 2 options that they have, I don't think it's very nice to say, no, go back and get me a different option. I'm not impressed with these. I'll ask them one time, and that's it. And usually that leaves you with an option of one of 2 toys, one of which is almost definitely Drax. And if you're saying that they have every toy back there, this cannot possibly be true. At least not for every McDonald's. So many places told me they only had 1 toy or 2 toys at a time, and likely it was Drax. They probably don't open them all at the same time to even give them out. But again, this is just a theory. I've never worked at a McDonald's. If you know something different, let me know. However, by far the best comment, most thrilling comment, was the one that I received received from Michaela Hoover, aka Michaela, aka the very talented actress who brought Floor to life in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, one of my favorite characters from the movie.
Me be called Floor because me is lying on floor.
And she commented on this TikTok saying that she wanted a toy of Teefs.
My name shall be Teefs.
And honestly, so do I, but I also kind of think that this would be a little scary too, because part of what's so interesting about the design of those characters is that they're really cute, but they're also like kind of frightening because they're animals who have been experimented on. Maybe McDonald's didn't include them because they were trying to avoid another incident like this.
It was a total attack against kids.
But I personally would have loved a Teefs toy. Look at this dude. I would have loved a Floor toy. How about Lila? Any of them. But in any case, and I know this is an aside, it was a huge thrill for me to have my TikTok about Rocket Raccoon be seen and interacted with by someone who knows Rocket Raccoon personally. He's real to me. But side tangents aside, the quest was far from over at this point. So far, we had 3 Draxes, 1 Rocket, and I had to expand my search. Try a new technique. The following day, I met up with my friend Jeremy, who you may know from my countless other uploads on this channel. I've made a lot of stuff with him. But in my head, there was one element about Jeremy that I thought might bring me good luck in my search.
We're trying to get the Cosmo toy. My dog as a kid was named Cosmo.
So this is the one. Come on, McDonald's.
His childhood dog was named Cosmo. He met and was connected to a real-life Cosmo, guys. I'm not superstitious, but I do believe the universe is governed by luck, which is determined by very small things that you do throughout the day. But no, I'm not superstitious. But in my head, I thought maybe Jeremy's connection to Cosmo would put a little feeler out there into the universe, and bringing him to McDonald's with me would be the thing that would result in me getting Cosmo. And I was right, this did improve things, but it didn't give me the outcome I wanted.
I almost forgot to record. Well, then we would have just gone to McDonald's.
Just for fun, for the sport.
Thank you very much. Awesome. Thanks, you too. What is that? Is there another toy in there? I asked the lady at the window if she had a different one once she handed me Drax, and she came back and gave me this one. Mantis. Then we pulled to the second window, and I guess she didn't know that I already got my toy.
We have another one.
If this is a 4th Drax.
It's a
4th Drax. Nobody wants these Drax toys.
We simply cannot handle any more Drax.
So a minor victory and a minor loss. We've now got Mantis, we've got Rocket, and we've got 4 Drax toys, everybody. 4 of them. McDonald's is so eager to be rid of these Drax toys that they're just giving them away, sneaking them into your McDonald's order. We didn't buy 2 toys, they just shoved one in there. So at this stage, I can't marinate in the victory of getting Mantis. I instead have to mourn the addition of yet another stupid Drax. And of course, I am no closer to gaining my very own Cosmo. I had to make another move. For my next attempt, I got together with my brother Theo, and we headed to all of the McDonald's in his area. He lives by 3 McDonald's, which are technically on the borders of 3 different towns. So my delivery truck theory is in full effect. They could easily all have 3 different toys. And Cosmo could be any one of them. And our first outing to the first of the 3 McDonald's was very promising.
The more different people I bring, the more that I hope that one person's gonna be a lucky charm.
So it's probably a deadlock.
Second choice, Groot.
Which is your favorite Groot?
I like Baby Groot, and then I like Kaiju Groot.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Do you know which toy you guys have? I'm not sure. Sometimes they'll give you a warning if you're about to be crushed with disappointment.
Today is the day we're getting Cosmo. Here's your coffee and here's your toy.
Not Drax this time, but nonplussed Groot. He's not amused, really. We're getting there.
And look at this Groot. What does his face remind you of?
Look at that booty, show me the booty, give me the booty, I want the booty.
I also like that Groot is articulated completely differently from all of the other Guardians characters. Drax's arms move up and down, Mantis is kind of a traditional bobblehead, and look at this, Groot dances, like in the movie. However, we ran into some trouble at the second McDonald's that we tried.
Attempt number 6. We have 4 Draxes. We got, oh, the line's long here. They must have a good toy.
How may I help you?
Can I just get a, just a Happy Meal toy?
Happy Meal toy?
Yeah.
I can't sell that. It has to be the box.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's all right. Thanks.
And at this point, I'm confused. I have literally never ran into this problem before. In fact, mere minutes before, I bought a Happy Meal toy without a Happy Meal.
How did we get this?
Well, this is a curveball.
Not only do we not get Cosmo,
We don't get anything. I don't even eat McDonald's.
I'm so confused.
And a quick Google search will tell you that this is standard practice for most McDonald's. You can buy just the toy. And why wouldn't this be allowed? There are people like me out there who are not eating McDonald's food, and yet McDonald's consistently got $2 a day out of me for the entire time that I was doing this experiment, which is 200% more than the $0 that I would have spent there otherwise. Now, after a quick strategizing session in which I said I will not be participating in eating a Happy Meal, Theo said that maybe he'd be interested in his very own Happy Meal.
We've decided that Theo wants to buy himself a Happy Meal.
I just know this is the one with Cosmo.
This time inside the McDonald's, because I couldn't deal with the intense humiliation of going through the drive-thru twice. The guy knows it's you back again and you changed your mind. I can't handle that. God, I could evaporate just thinking about it. That's called social anxiety. We were also very excited about the idea of Groot-themed apples.
You get Groot apples.
We do get Groot apples.
They're called grapples.
You never got any grapples in this series.
And of course, this would be the most expensive toy for the entire experiment because we couldn't just pay $2 for it. We had to pay the regular price of a full-on Happy Meal. We had high expectations for who this could be. Why else would they protect this toy so heavily?
He made me buy the whole thing and it's Drax.
Here we go.
I can now make my own Guardians team with only Drax.
And of course, a more level-headed person would have gone in and just asked to swap out the Drax toy. But we were frankly decimated by this loss, and we didn't have it in us to suck it up and take that humiliation. We were on to our third and final McDonald's now.
Is there any chance I could just get a Happy Meal toy?
Yeah.
I didn't even have to ask. It's like, yeah.
Certainly can.
Why wouldn't you be allowed to do that?
Happy Meal toy?
Yeah.
I can't sell that. It has to be the box.
Hey, how's it going?
You want a toy?
Thanks.
You don't have to pull up to the next window. I got the
Alrighty.
right here.
Thanks a bunch.
Efficiency.
It's Drax. Open the one.
That's the only one we have.
All right, no worries, man. Thank you very much.
Now we have 6 of them.
This really makes me violently angry.
And so the experiment was not yielding the best results at this stage. It seems like you can't actually pick which McDonald's toy you want. Not even close, actually. And I'm not even showing you every attempt. I'm only showing you the ones where things actually happen. At this point, I've been doing this every day for almost the whole month. I've got literally a box of Drax toys under my bed in my apartment. I'm swimming in Draxes. I'm surrounded by little gray space babies, and I just want one Cosmo. The only thing that kept me going at this stage with this experiment was the comments. I was having so much fun with people telling me the Drax invisible joke.
I've mastered the ability of standing so incredibly still that I've become invisible to the eye.
Tons of comments saying, why did you say you had all these Draxes and then show an empty table? This video response also made me smile.
I keep getting Drax. I've been doing this.
Man, I'm not gonna believe you till you show me you have gotten Drax. Stop showing me a blank table. Jeez.
Now, during this process, I would frequently vent to my friends about how difficult it was to get the Cosmo toy. Everyone knew I was on the hunt, and everyone knew how often I was getting Drax. Now, my one friend JJ lives in Virginia. My one theory was that if town to town the toy is different at McDonald's, state to state it must also be different. Maybe New York is just a Cosmo dry spot, and everywhere else has Cosmo. Now, he agreed to go to the McDonald's closest to his house, which is in driving distance, but he doesn't have a car. So although I knew he agreed to do it, I wasn't really expecting it, which made it even more surprising when I received this video. As you can see, this was an extensive process. And while watching it, part of me was bracing for disappointment, knowing it was completely possible that he could get back to his apartment, reach into the bag, and pull out Drax. But nothing could prepare me for what came next. I couldn't believe it. The range of emotions I felt in response to this were surreal. I had been on this quest so long and I had given up hope that Cosmo was even attainable. I didn't know that we were ever going to see Cosmo throughout this entire video. And now there's also a hint of jealousy knowing that Cosmo is out there and I don't have her. But it also spurred me on. I now know that the Cosmo toy exists. It didn't just get created for promotional material, they actually printed some outside of photographs and blueprints. It wasn't all Drax. I had to get one for myself. And so the following day, I went right back on the horse and I headed to McDonald's and I didn't get Cosmo.
Right, everybody. I've been away from it for a little bit. I thought I'd give McDonald's another week to upgrade their inventory and hopefully get all the, that Drax out of their system. You know what I mean?
Hey, how's it going? And then can I just get a Happy Meal toy but no food? Hey, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? Oh, that's what I love to hear. You too, miss. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Have a good one. I know everyone always says in the comments, oh, you gotta ask what toy, but like, did you hear how nice that lady was? I wasn't gonna inconvenience her. I'd throw myself into traffic for someone that nice. I wouldn't actually. It's not quite Cosmo. And it's not a new member of the Guardians. I'm gonna chalk this up as neutral zone.
Maybe the Drax surplus was finally over. Maybe all the Draxes in the area are under my bed in the Drax box. I figured I'd give it one last shot.
The Guardians of the Galaxy McDonald's toy quest. We've got Rocket, we've got Groot, we've got Mantis, we got 6 Draxes. This is the slowest McDonald's I've ever been to in my regular repertoire. This is the 5th town we've tried, but this is their chance to redeem themselves. You guys can ride in the captain's chair.
Welcome to McDonald's. Do you want to use the mobile app today?
Note how the actual poster for the toys, Drax is not positioned there. Just saying. All right, fingers crossed, everybody. Here we go. This is the one.
You need a cup holder?
No, that's okay.
And you have my phone, right?
Yeah. She's really nice. I'm not gonna ask her. Awesome. But is there any chance there's a different one, or is that the only one you guys got? Thank you very much. I did ask her. Can I take the dog? Thank you very much. All right, let me pull over somewhere. Come here. Guess what? The saga has come to an end. Here he is, or she. What? And look at the feature. The tail wags. It just goes to show if you work hard at something, you can accomplish it. Is that the message here? I think so.
And there she is. Look at the craftsmanship on this awesome piece of plastic and watch this. She looks as great as ever, and I'm so glad she's here to stay on my mantle for the rest of my life. Folks, if you enjoyed this video and you like content about fast food, you like content about pop culture, curiosities, different social experiments, give this video a like so that you see content like it more, and definitely consider subscribing because that's what makes it possible for me to make all of the content that you see here on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Oliver the Ricketts. Guardians of the Galaxy is still the best movie of the year, and I'll see you in the next one. This Happy Meal toy is from Jerusalem. I don't know what's going on over there with these themes. The Joker, Tom and Jerry. Anybody got insight on this? What is this for?